Congratulations to all of you. Yes, sir. I have got the certificate, I think. Almost everyone has got it. Okay, now I don't want to be Nokia example here, right? So I want to listen to you first. Customers, you are my customers. What do you want from me? You have to shoot the questions, I will answer. I will not tell anything on my own. I may elaborate your questions while giving answer itself, but I will not tell anything from my side. I will just tell a couple of background. I've done my engineering in electrical in 1990 from a government college in Sangli, Maharashtra. After that, I did my MBA in marketing from Pune University, and the college was in Nasik, marketing. Then I worked for different companies, and in 97 I completed MBA in 93 and then joined different companies, completed 5 years of experience, 4 years of experience. Then I joined L&T, Larsen & Toubro in switchgear marketing division in Powai, Bombay. Was there for 18 years. Then during that job I was in different departments, strategic planning, then product management, then sales, and finally energy auditing. So different departments I worked, and then shifted to a company called Salzer Electronics Limited, which is based in Coimbatore, which many of you have visited. So last 10 years I am working there. So this is my background. I am also from a very middle class, or maybe like sir said, when my father retired in 1986, his salary was 400 rupees. And only 2 of us, my brother is now settled down in Australia. So that time education was a sort of luxury in going private school, and also we attended the municipality school. Up to 4th I was in a municipality school, and then in the cheapest school in Sangli, because that was what we could afford. But only one thing was there, that doing something on our own can only bring us out of this dire situation. Dire means little economically difficult situation. And very few people were so-called, we can say, having telephone or gas connection, or maybe scooter also having was a luxury at that time. So from that situation, today we have come to this situation only because of the determination. So why I wanted to stress on this point, many of you said that we have come from backward area, or the language is a problem, family, educate. My father and mother both were studied only up to 4th standard. So you can imagine, they were not aware what I am studying. I stood 10th in the university while doing engineering, that too from government college. But they were neutral. When I told them I got the 10th rank in the university, they said, okay, fine, good, you are done, you are happy, continue. So like that, so don't worry about what is the background or what we are doing. Focus on what you want to do. Okay, so that's what I said initially also. When you join any company, do whatever comes to your role, or whatever role you get in any company, do it for 1-2 years. You fix up a job 2 years, and as sir said, do something which you are good at 18 minutes every day, whole year. And I am going to follow. I have heard this earlier also, but today sincerely I will start following from today onwards. I like reading non-fiction books, some reading. So every day 18 minutes I will read one subject. Another subjects are, other interests are there, that also I will start experimenting this. Okay, so do that and perform. After 2 years you decide where to. Sorry, I will stop here. Now forum is open to you. We can discuss maybe another 15-20 minutes. As your questions are coming, I will try to answer. Yes, please. Any question you can ask me, anything, I will try to answer. I am not saying I am the perfect answer, giving you the perfect answer. You take this, I will stand there, so it will be easy for you. Pass on. You have one more. Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Sir, what's the most valuable lesson or experience you have got so far? It can be something like consistency or discipline or something else. What's the most valuable thing you can offer us or provide as an advice to improve ourselves?
Good. It's very difficult. You are asking me to summarize my 35 years of experience in one question. I will try. Okay.
Sir, in other words, that one thing makes you stand here today. That one core thing.
Keep learning. Keep learning. Okay. You have to reinvent yourself. You have to re-educate yourself. Unlearn certain things. Because as sir said, right example he gave, basic. I was going every day after the job. First job was in 90 before doing MBA. I was working in one industry. After 5 o'clock, I was going for one class, which was that class, some basic subject, basic language was there. As extracurricular activity to learn something new, I was going there, sitting and coding, doing code and all those things. But today, no use. I have to unlearn that. Because memory also has got some capacity. I cannot put everything. So something I have to forget and I have to relearn new things. This is the only thing which has kept me going ahead always. And one of your, someone said she went to Bangalore and got adjusted to the culture. You said, no. That's a good thing actually. Adjusting to the new culture and learning the new culture. This also has helped me probably, that's why see I was born in Karnataka, brought up in Maharashtra, and then all my neighbors were Gujarati in Bombay, then came to Tamil Nadu. I don't know today also much of the language, that's why sir said 8 by 8 that song I did not understand, I can't understand because my mother tongue is Marathi. Up to 12th I studied in Marathi. Okay, like that I am able to adjust to the new culture, learning new culture. Language is secondary, culture is very important. In the organization you go, you have to learn how the others are there. To adopt to them, go with them. That's a good skill. One good thing I observed here, see some of you 4 people were sitting there, 4 or 5 team members, they're silently working. I appreciate that. Nowhere they made any noise, but they were helping every candidate who is coming on the stage, motivating them, giving courage, silently working. This kind of culture you have to develop in the organization. That will, you should be resourceful. The others should trust you. Leader, today's leader, earlier leader was commanding and asking others to follow. Today's leader is one who thinks that the people who are following you, they should also grow. Then only you are a true leader. Otherwise, I only go ahead, you just follow me, say Jai Jai, nobody will come behind you. Like that, silent workers are there. So language, coming on the stage, MBA means coming on the stage and working, talking, no. Do what you are doing, good. Be sincere, be honest. That is what is the, what word I say, the employee or my colleague should trust. This fellow says this means he will do it. He means it. So this is what thing. Yeah.
Sir, as a corporate people, what are the skills you are expecting from freshers? What should be upgrade in our skills?
First is communication. What we want to say should be very clear. Correct? This is one thing. Second thing, when we go to organization, everybody is trying to push forward his point. Listen. First listening habit you develop. And there is, I was talking about the 7 habits. One of the habits is 6th or 7th habit. 6th habit, which is along with the society. Seek to understand, then to be understood. That means what the other person is saying first, try to understand. Give him active listening. There is a concept called active listening. Please understand that. What is that? You are saying something to me. Say, for example, you come with some problem to me. I am just listening. They say, reflect the feelings, rephrase the content. Meaning what? I should, if suppose somebody is sad and telling me something, I should reflect his words into different words, but the feeling should be reflected. This is active listening. Practice that. It's a good thing. Not as a management thing, but as a human being. Anybody you listen actively nowadays, you please see that, try it. They will trust you. This is first part of the habit. Second part is seek to understand, then to be understood. You also make it your point very clear to the other fellow what you are trying to say. Clear? So this active listening is very good. Communication is very important. What you are doing, many times you go to boss with your file. You say something and come out of that. Neither you are clear nor your boss is clear. So this is one important thing as far as at this stage is concerned. Second thing is learn everywhere new things what happening around you. Put in your best efforts. See, like again I will tell the example of 4 students there sitting. If I have to give some assignment to somebody in my department, what I will say, okay, they have done a good job. This organizing and all those things. Next time anything comes, I will trust them, call them, give this job, okay, one function is coming, somebody is retiring, you please do the arrangements for that retirement. Or some CEO is coming, you please make the arrangements. They have developed the confidence in me as your seniors by doing their work sincerely and honestly. So that kind of trust you have to create with the seniors as well as your colleagues. That's one important. Right. Yes.
How to be consistent in work?
Consistent?
In work. Sir, how to be consistent in work?
Consistency in the work
Yes.
means what?
Sir, if I think I want to get early in 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, I just doing for a week or a month, but later I will leave it. How will
That's there for most of us. Most of them. I can't include that myself.
Okay. What I understood is consistency in any kind of work, even it may be learning or it can be.
Anything, sir.
in
Anything.
everything?
One day they do the maximum possible, second day give up. They do.
Excellent. I wanted to say this, but my wife said don't say all these things in the forum, but good that you brought this. So now I can't stop. There is a book called Atomic Habits. Atomic Habits. It's a very good book, simple, all of you read. What it says is, anything you do it for 21 days, consistently, 21 days, it becomes a habit. If you do it for 60 days, it becomes your second nature. If you continue for another 30 days, that is total 90 days, it becomes as autopilot mode. It goes into autopilot mode. You don't have to remind yourself that I have to do this work.
You are addicted to it.
You are addicted. So, this is the way, but you start with the 21 days without break. Even if you break something somewhere, start from that day again 21 days. Anything, you want to go for walking in the morning, go for half an hour, the time and duration you can decide. But keep doing it consistently for 21 days. It is a proven fact.
Basic self-discipline.
Self-discipline. It's quite cold, sir. Somebody can reduce it.
Centralized.
I think they can. Yeah, okay.
Sir, what challenges do you think we will face as freshers entering a new company?
What? Challenges?
Challenges we think we will face.
Everything is a challenge for you when you enter the organization. First, you should have to have confidence among yourself. Okay? And what you want, be honest yourself. Okay? And there will be different groups playing in the organizations. Some people will treat you as he's a junior, he doesn't know anything, so like that, they'll give you Xerox work or maybe some file putting here, there, that kind of thing. Do it. Don't ignore that. Do it. Not always, but do it. So, be good with everyone, be resourceful with everyone, and challenges means till you grasp something, don't enter into any kind of politics in the organization. Because any company where 2 people or more than 2 people come together, there is a concept called politics. So never ever enter into that. That's an unfruitful and non-valued activity. Okay? Focus on your job, do hard work, and come out. Challenges means after 2 years or 3 years, if it is not moving any direction, then you have to think. Keep learning. One more thing, what happens is, I have seen in campus interviews, no, maybe some people get 2-3 offers parallelly. Pay package may be very high in some companies it is low. So exactly you please see what is your strength, I mean what you like doing. Tomorrow onwards you are going to, morning 9 o'clock you are going to office and doing some work. So whether that kind of work will make you happy or this kind of work will make you happy in long term, just think over, then accept that now. And I was on the interview panel of L&T. We used to go for all these engineering colleges for the final year, taking interviews, like they are coming, maybe somebody coming to your institute. But since it was an engineering side, mainly we were looking into technical parts. In your case also what happens is whatever skills, basic skills are expected from MBA in the final year, that they will check because they don't have anything else to check right now. After 5 years they will see how you gel with the team, how you work a teamwork, how you are helping, how reliable you are, all those things. After 5 years that becomes your assessment points. Today is what you are supposed to know, at least you know that first. Correct? If you are a finance guy, please go through your books thoroughly. What is meant by what questions they will ask. MBA marketing final question, I went for Citibank. All silly questions they asked. One final question what they asked is in your bank or your friend gave you some check from his account, say 100 rupees. In his bank only 70 rupees are there. What you will do? How will you withdraw? Only one check is there. So these kind of, what you will do? I will put 30 rupees in the bank in his account and take back all 100 rupees. No? That is simple. So common sense. Like that, whatever is there in your subject, please try to understand that what's happening in that subject globally or at least in India level, please understand that. General knowledge. Because MBA means technically I can't check anything. What I will check is how is his interpersonal skills, how are his communication skills, how creative he is. Another question that interview fellow asked me, same Citibank fellow. He said, you have bike and some of your friend comes and asks you to take you, give it for a loan or maybe just borrowing. So he says you convince him that you don't want to give him. I convinced. Then he said after 5 minutes, okay, now you say you want to ask your friend that you have to convince him how borrowing from you is more beneficial than borrowing from someone else. That you can. So this shows your creativity random. Correct? One example typically is given in One typical example is given in US, I think somewhere. There was a production of tomatoes in the farm and they were making these tomatoes for the puree. The loss was very high, the yield was very low. The reason for that was when they were plucking and bringing it to the factory, lot of tomatoes were crushed in the process. So the meeting, my company management team meeting came together and brainstorming was going on. So they said what can be done to reduce this loss. Many ideas came. We should pack this way, we should pack that way, bring this way, that way, this way. One fellow said, okay, why not develop a tomato which will have a little thicker skin so that it can withstand the shocks from field to factory. And that was a success. They developed that and that became a great success later. Point here is, try to think out of the box. How much capacity you have to think out of the box. Out of the box means everyone is thinking one and you think something totally different. At times that gives a good solution. Not always, but many times. So those skills, those challenges, I won't say challenges, those skills are required right now from any fresher MBA. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
it's a great input again from our special guest today. Please give him a grand gratitude. I would like to call Pandurang sir to the stage and collect a memento for memories from our advisor, Dr. Frederick John. Please come.